ew, no, thank you. So that really just gives them an opportunity to really see what one they want to dive all in for the 30 plus days.
Another play that works is what I just call a transfer of confidence. And what I mean by that is anytime two human beings are interacting, somebody's going to be more confident than the other, and either they're going to influence you with their confidence or you're going to influence them with yours. And even at the end of my conversation with somebody, they might not agree with me. They might not be on the same page as me. They might not want to do what it is that I'm doing. But here is a tip. They are going to know beyond a shadow of a doubt I'm about what I'm about. I believe it with every fiber in my body. And even if they don't agree with the route that I'm going, they know I'm about it. Now, that being said, and we talked about this at lunch earlier, there's different personality types. If your style is not my style, don't try to make my style your style. I'm bold, I'm aggressive, I'm loud, I'm in your face, I'm type A, and there's probably a quarter, if not half of y'all in the room that I scared the snot out of while I was talking. Why is this bald man yelling at me, right? Don't try to do that if that's not your thing. Some of y'all are more calm and introverted, but just because you are doesn't mean as a calm, soft-spoken person, you still can't be about what you're about and have extreme confidence. And when you're communicating in the style that works for you, you still get the same point across. It's just bald guys with tattoos like to yell. You don't gotta do that, right? You might be real animated and bubbly and excited and freaking Nicholas Couch. Who wants it? You know, that's his thing. That's what he does. And I kind of relate to that because I got some of that stuff with me too. You might be somebody that details are very important to you. And in a very confident way, you can break down the science behind it. So use your style, be you, but just understand every conversation through social media, in a mixer, when you're slapping crap on your freaking hip at a Starbucks, a transfer of confidence is gonna get taken place, right? Well, how do I become more confident? The more times you have the conversation, the more confident you'll become. Because here's a tip. The first time you have the conversation, you're probably not gonna be confident. You're probably gonna be scared. When that little sweet angel over here got in the, does she know how to swim? Yeah. The first time you put any kid in the water, they're nervous. But you put a kid in the water for an hour a day for 2 to 3 weeks, they start learning how to tread water. If you put a kid in the water for 2 to 3 months, they got the shallow end of the pool. If you put a little kid in the water long enough, by the end of the summer, you don't have to watch them as closely when they're by the deep end. And just understand, all of us coming into this is that scared little child getting into the water for the first time. And it's okay to have a conversation with somebody, virtually or in person, even if your voice shakes. The more times you do it, the more confident you'll become. So play that works, build your confidence, but I'm not confident. You never will be until you get into that water for an hour a day. Start asking, what do you know about ketones and ketosis, and learn how to swim. Does it make sense?
Yeah. Cool. Piggybacking on that is learning what color personality you are, and then if you're like, let's say you're talking to a green and they want to know everything, you don't have to be the green. You can connect them to the green. Amen. Because she's going to speak more their language so that they really can understand and get out of you what they need when really it's out of her. So it's really that third party verification, but also speaking their language.
You have a question?
You're mentioning you're categorizing these personalities with colors.
Yeah.
Where are you getting that at?
Blue. Oh, I just made it up. No.
That's a whole
I can send you that. Yeah.
This is why you need to be in Vegas to Keto Academy, because they're going over it. But they can send you some links as well.
Kelly trains on that.
So, and there's 4 major ones. Well, there's 4 period. So like red is all in, focused on the goal, right? So if it's money, that's me too. Whether it's money, whatever the goal is, I'm like, just tell me what it is and I'm going to get there. And then you've got blue, which is clearly Nick. And so they're like, I was
planning my teaching at the DJ table 30 seconds before I came on.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. It drives the greens crazy.
Yeah. So greens are like super number oriented. They're very technical. They want to know all the ingredients. Yeah, definitely green. And then there's yellow, who they just want to help people. I mean, this is perfect for them, right? So a lot of times people say that yellows can't make a lot of money because they're not driven like a red, but it's complete opposite here because they want to help people. So the more people that you go out and help, the more money you're going to make. Like it just all kind of is all encompassing. But when you can find out what someone else is it's easier to connect them to someone who can speak their language, because I'm not yellow. Like, that's probably the last thing on my list. Although I like to help people, I'm more like driven, so I'm very direct and maybe not over the top like you, but like I'm not going to yell at them, but I'm very confident in what I'm saying. And so a yellow is more like, oh, you know, it's okay. Yeah, but better luck next time. I'm like, no excuses, dude. Like, what the heck?
My dominant personality type, we share.
Yeah.
But my second personality type is Nick.
Me too.
So I'm very bubbly and animated as well. I can be a complete goober and goofball. Another play that works. Everybody, anyone taking notes? Here's the number one play that works. Anybody want to know what the number one play that works is?
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Because no play works unless you work it. I don't care if you're more comfortable with mixers, in person, social media, slapping your hip at Starbucks, which I'm doing that sometime the next 24 hours just to see the look on somebody's face when I'm going, psh, 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 psh. I don't even care if it doesn't work. I just want the experience. I'm gonna make one of y'all record it. It's gonna be awesome.
Jason, when he's watched me do it and it works, so last week we were in Starbucks, show him how you did it. People are like, oh, God bless you.
And everyone in the whole place looked at me, and then I'm like dumping it in, and whoop.
I think even if you're not like Nick or Vincent or Amanda, that you're gonna get out and talk to everyone. Like, I think, you know, if you're my personality or a yellow, like, you struggle with cold contacting, right? So that's something I've been working on. And I think you don't, like, if I say I'm gonna go talk to Shane about ketones, I'm paralyzed, right? Like, that's dumb. But if I'm like, I'm just gonna go talk to Shane, like a normal person, I can get it to come up, right? So make your goal not to talk to everyone about ketones, just make it your goal to talk to everyone. Right?
Tattoos,
so
maybe.
a lot of times it'll, and give yourself an out. Like if you know your confidence is wavering, get in there and be confident for as long as you can be confident.
Amen.
And then have a card or a hacked magazine and be like, hey, I gotta run. Like, I know Christy Jones uses this all the time. Like, I gotta run, I got a meeting to be in, but hey, can you check out this short 4-minute video? And here's a hacked magazine. It's our first publication, lots of doctors, and everyone can relate to something in there, right? So give them the resources to learn themselves, and then get out of there, right? Like, before you're like freaking out, right? Yeah.
So everybody knows that when someone says cold conversation to me, I break out in a cold sweat because it just freaks me out. Like, I'll get out. But Selena the other day on the huddle, she said, don't think of it as a cold conversation. Like I said earlier, think of it as a blessing.
Yeah.
Not who am I going to have a cold conversation? Who can I muster up the courage enough to have a cold conversation with today? No. Who can I bless today?
Yeah.
Because we all know how this can bless people, number one. Number two, whether you're a red, whether you're blue, whether you're green, red, yellow, whatever color you are, just be you.
Yep.
Because guess what? I'm a green, and there's greens out there that need me.
Yep.
There's blues out there that need Nick. There's reds out there that need Amanda and Vincent. If you are not yourself, how are you ever gonna? We can't reach everyone. As much as what we want to, we can't. But if you're not yourself, you're not gonna reach anybody.
Well, and
So
people
just-
can see through that too, and they're like,
Absolutely.
"Oh, totally phony. She's not like
She's
that
just being
at all."
salesy. No,
Yeah.
be yourself and lead with your heart.
Not social media based, but is there anybody in here that's intimidated to having a conversation with a stranger in person and bringing up business? Is there anybody that just freaks out? So when you start getting good at it, or trying to, or attempting to, don't even make the goal about bringing up business. Just have a non-motivated conversation with somebody for no other reason than to be friendly. When I started learning how to do this, I had one goal. Walk past people in the mall and go, hi. That's where I start, and that freaked me out. I remember I would walk around the mall, literally, y'all think I'm joking. I would go to the mall for 5 hours after work. I'd walk around for about 30 to 40 minutes trying to say hi. Hi, that's it, not have a conversation. Hi to somebody. After 30 to 40 minutes and 150 people passed me, I would go out to the parking garage in my car. I'm a type A, so we're kind of aggressive and we don't handle things like that well. I would be hitting my steering wheel crying, going, why can't I say hi to somebody? Like, it dorked with me bad, because I wasn't even trying to bring up it, I was just trying to say hi. Eventually I learned to say hi. Eventually I learned to say hi, how's your day going? What's the weather like? And yep, I wasn't bringing up business yet. It's that whole, remember, you're not gonna be confident at first, you have to build yourself. It took me a while to get comfortable just to having conversations with people that weren't even business oriented. And then eventually I learned how to start bringing up business. Here's the beautiful thing, raise your hand again if it intimidates the snot out of you about having a conversation with a stranger bringing up the keto combo. Facebook is much less intimidating. Because all you have to do is message somebody and go, hey buddy, how's your Saturday going? That's not intimidating from your phone. It's going okay. What are you and the family up to? How's work, how's school, how's family, how's life? From your phone, not face to face, not a stranger, somebody you're friends with. And then the way I do it is just go, after some point, when you show interest in somebody, how'd you make them feel? Good. And I'll just ask, hey, is it okay if I ask you a quick health related question? Sure. What do you know about ketones and ketosis? And go through it. So if you haven't built up your confidence yet in person, Facebook's a great place to start. And if you never get to being confident in person, you can still grow a really big business off of Facebook. Because I registered my first 36 people, none of them came from in person. It was all social media. So that's your safety net. For those that are, I guess that would be the yellow, that are kind of type A's, we'll go out there and whatever. But I was a type A or red, but it still scared the snot out of me. I started out that if you didn't talk to me, I won't talk to you. Anyways.
And I'm also the type where I will add people as I'm out and about talking to people to my Facebook. That way I don't even have to have the conversation.
Amen.
They get introduced to the
Amen.
ketone conversation through my everyday Facebook feed.
That's right.
And then they're either in my inbox, because I like
That's
to I like to kind of create that relationship before I go to them first. So I like and comment and really see what they're about before I, approach them about it. But now my Facebook becomes my walking billboard. I'm not going to capture their same attention and their same interest in a 5-second conversation by adding them as a contact in my phone, like through text message, as I can through Facebook. So they can really get to know me and see what I value so that they can trust and believe in me before we even have that conversation. So that's something I do every day. Yeah.
This
And I
is
think-
this was mentioned earlier about a conference in Las Vegas. For those of us who don't have those dates memorized, what are those dates?
September 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. And it's a 1-day Keto Academy this time and 3 days of more. So, but they're 2 separate registrations, but it's 4 straight days.
All right, we're technically over on time, so we're gonna try and wrap up here. We got a motivational, inspirational video we're gonna do quick.